F2L is mostly intuitive, but there are some very inefficient and slow ways to solve F2L. Good F2L is the key to improving your speed solves. Today, I will be giving you 5 tips for better F2L. My first tip is to learn to solve various difficult F2L cases in as few moves as possible. Some cases include this case, this case, this case, and this case. Tip number 2. My next tip is to have muscle memory for cases. You should have done F2L cases so many times that solving each case is already in your muscle memory. This means when you encounter a certain pair, you should not have to think, oh, I have to do this move, then this move, then this move to solve it. Instead, you should automatically be able to do the moves needed to solve that case as fast as possible. You should not be thinking, oh, okay, this case, so I pair it up first and then, then insert. No, instead, it should be done in quick succession if you have muscle memory for it. To improve your muscle memory for cases, you can drill cases, which means setting up a case, then doing it multiple times as fast as possible. Tip number 3. My third tip is to learn some better finger tricks. Knowing more finger tricks allows you to be ready for anything, any F2L case from any position with any AUF. Learning and then applying a wide variety of finger tricks means that you can sometimes avoid regrips or even rotations. I have a dedicated video about some beginner to advanced finger tricks, which I will link in the description below. Poor turning and many regrips may cause your F2L times to be much slower than they should be. Check out these 2 F2L examples to see what I'm talking about. Tip number 4. My second last tip is primarily for those who are averaging sub 17 seconds. It is of course F2L, look ahead. I cannot emphasize enough how much this tip is for those that are sub 17. Learning look ahead at too early of a stage is sort of a setback and will use up plenty of time that you should be using to learn other things such as F2L efficiency and finger tricks. Once you have learned immediate F2L fundamentals, then you can start on look ahead. So, some basics for F2L look ahead. If you are here to tip 2, you should already have muscle memory for cases. This means that you do not have to actively look at the pieces that you are solving while you are solving them. You should be able to do the moves with your muscle memory without thinking or looking at that pair. So, what you should do is that while you are solving that specific pair, you should actively look around for other pieces that you can use as your next pair. In this case, I see these 2 pieces, so I immediately rotate, pair them up. And while I pair them up, I immediately see this edge over here. So once I insert this pair, I can immediately solve this pair. When you are just getting started out with look ahead, it may be easier to turn slowly. Turning slowly will allow you to look around the cube much easier as the pieces aren't moving as fast. Once you get better at look ahead, you can try speeding up your turning a little bit. One easy way to do this is to get a Rubik's brand. Yes, I know, it sounds stupid, but trust me on this one. When you first start using your cube, you will turn slowly and it will be easier to look ahead as the pieces aren't moving as fast. But as time goes by, not only will your look ahead get better, but your turning too. The Rubik's brand can't corner cut very well, as you can see here. So you will start relying on corner cutting and you'll be able to turn much more accurately. Whereas on some of the newer cubes, for example on this Moyu Wilong WRM, it corner cuts really well, so you can turn really fast, and even if you don't complete a turn, you can still carry on to the next turn as the cube will just corner cut for you. Whereas if you're using the Rubik's brand's corner cutting is bad, so it will prevent you from taking advantage of corner cutting to improve your turn speed. So, by using this cube, not only will your look ahead get better, but so will your turning accuracy. I'm not going to go too in depth on the Rubik's brand. You can see my video on why speed cubers should buy the Rubik's brand. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. Tip number 5. My final tip is to practice. Just kidding. That's pretty much useless information since everyone already does that. My actual final tip is to record your solves. Recording your solves will make it much easier to see what you are doing wrong and what you can improve on. And if you're thinking, I don't have a camera, how do I record myself? Well, the truth is, you can just use your phone. It doesn't have to be super clear, or you can just ask your sibling, friend, or anyone else to help you hold the camera and record your solves. Try recording it from an over-shoulder angle, as that is roughly what your eyes will see. Some things to look out for are what pairs you pause to recognize, blind spots you do not check, etc. Once you have a clearer understanding of what to improve, it will be much easier to eliminate mistakes and improve your F2L. F2L is great. It's fast, easy, and efficient. However, if you yourself do not make full use of F2L, you might be compromising on your time and causing yourself to not reach your full potential. F2L is mostly intuitive, but some tips and tricks can still help you improve even further. So, I'm glad that you found this video. Please like and subscribe. Just kidding. Take out your cube and use these tips to improve your solves. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.